In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Laravel 5.6 on Windows. Probably 1 or 2 days ago, Laravel has released his latest version and it is the 5.6. So you can see that on the documentation that they have just released 5.6. So I thought that it would be interesting to install Laravel 5.6 on Windows. So one thing I want to just inform you that Laravel 5.6 requires 5 PHP 7.1.3 version. So make sure that if you use any kind of M stack, I mean Apache, MySQL, or and PHP, then make sure that your PHP version is at least 7.1.3. So I do not actually have PHP 5.1.3 version of PHP, so that's why I need to install XAMPP, which has at least a 7.1.3 version of PHP. So here I'm just trying to find the XAMPP. So here well, I'm just going to their site, which is apachefriends.org, and I'm clicking the download button. After that, since my machine is Windows and my video is also about Windows, so I'm choosing the Windows version. If you want, you can choose the other versions of XAMPP, or you can also use WAMP. So I prefer to work on XAMPP, so that's why I am downloading XAMPP. I'm choosing the more download links. Why? Because I would like to install the portable version of XAMPP. So here it actually redirects me to the sourceforge.net website. So here I'm going to the Windows folder, and then I'm choosing the the latest version of XAMPP, that is 7.2.1, and then it's letting me to download this portable version. So here is the portable version. I have already downloaded this portable version of XAMPP. So here is the installer, so I am clicking this one. Before that, I am actually choosing the app, because I know that it will be asking some kind of path to be extract this installer. So it's opening, so it will take some time. uh, So just ignore this installer, and then okay, and then next, and then next, and it is asking me the path, so I rather choose to install the directory if, and then next. So before installing it, I also want to close the other version of XAMPP, because it's still running on my Windows. So I'm disabling this version. You can actually install multiple version of XAMPP, because some project requires different version of PHP. For example, if you work a Laravel project that is for 4.2 or something like that, and it requires some kind of PHP version which has PHP 5, then you can install older version of XAMPP, and then you can run older version of Laravel or whatever the software it is. So that's the very main reason I actually install. I have multiple version of XAMPP. So it closed, and this one is also closed. Okay, so it's installing, and while installing, I just want to uh, discuss something about Laravel 5.6. Is that there are two ways to install Laravel. So first of all, you can install globally. I mean, it is kind of like you install Laravel in your team directory or a installer directory where it will save some kind of path, and you just give this command like Laravel new blog, then it will install anytime. On the other hand, if you do not want to install globally, rather you want to install via Composer, then you can choose this command. So I'll be showing you the second method. I mean, I prefer to install Laravel via Composer because it actually gives me uh, freedom to install Laravel anytime without installing this kind of path, or it doesn't require some kind of memory in my computer always. So that's why I prefer to choose install via Composer. So it's still installing. So what is Composer? If you have no idea about Composer, Composer is actually a PHP package manager. You can always install Composer, and you can download Composer from this website. You hit the download button, and then you can install Composer. And if you are not sure how to install Composer, please check out my other tutorials where I have shown how to install Composer. And when you install Composer, then you can actually open your command prompt or CMD, right click, and then hold shift and then right click. It actually gives an option of, okay, so shift. Okay, so you can also use PowerShell instead of using CMD. You can always use PowerShell. I like PowerShell because PowerShell is really powerful than CMD. So it is the similar like CMD, nothing different. Uh, Rather, it lets you some kind of flexibility. So here is the PowerShell, and you can see that my XAMPP is installed here. So here, when the portable version of XAMPP been installed, it is not actually creating any kind of shortkeys. So you need to click on this control XAMPP control icon, and then you choose your language, then save it, and it will open this window. And keep waiting until the button actually becomes green, and if it has some kind of Windows firewall, allow access, otherwise the Apache will not run. And then if you want to install, if you want to work with MySQL, then you can also uh, check this button also, and then you are good to go using this gem. So since the XAMPP is installed here, so I can click this admin button, or I can put my uh, I can open the XAMPP in using my browser. So here I'm typing as localhost. Okay, and it is, oh, it is opening the XAMPP, and if you check the PHP info, then you will see that you have 7.2.1. So this is the really good for installing Laravel 5.6. All right, so before installing Laravel, I was talking about Composer. So to check about Composer, if you install Composer, then type here Composer and then V, and then you'll see that your Windows has Composer. Okay, if you see this kind of things like Composer, then you know that your computer has Composer, and then you will be able to install any project using Composer command. So here you see that they have this kind of command. So if you want, you can actually copy this command, and it is not I want to point my directory into the exact folder. I mean, if you are using XAMPP, then your root directory would be XAMPP, then hdocs. So I am actually creating a subfolder or directory called Laravel apps, since I want to install all of my Laravel apps in this subfolder. And in this subfolder, then you can actually uh, point out your directory. So I'm just typing exam and stocks and Laravel apps. Okay, and then you can paste the command. So uh, in this command, it is actually telling that the composer is creating a new project, and it is the preferred this means that it is installing the latest version, and it is the vendor name, and it is the project name from the GitHub directory of the package list, and this is the project name. So instead of blog, I am just typing it here L 5.6 to name my project as S 5.6. So then you can wait for some moment, 1 minute or 2 minutes, because composer is actually uh, fetching the projects from the GitHub directory. So it will take some time. So I'm pausing the video, and when everything will be downloaded, then I'm coming back. All right, so everything has been downloaded, and then you can see that the application key has been generated. So if you do not have any idea about application key, it is nothing but it is actually installing some kind of random encrypted code for your applications, so that your application can run. So when you'll see that application key has been generated, then you can actually point your browser to your point your PowerShell or CMD to the folder or the directory of the project. So if you actually check that you have this project, everything is there. So the project directory name is L5.6 that I actually provided the command. So just see it there, L5.6, and then you're in the project. So you just need to do nothing, but you just open your browser, and in your browser you type the directory, that is localhost and Laravel apps, uh, and then you type your folder or the project name, and then you'll see that this is coming. So just hit the public directory, and then you see that Laravel 5.6 is installed. So it's that easy to install Laravel 5.6 on Windows. So if you want to just be sure that it is the Laravel 5.6, then you just open this project in your any editor. So I am opening this project on Visual Studio Code, and then I'm going to check the composer.json file where I can see the Laravel version. So here is the composer.json file, and you see that the Laravel version is 5.6. So yes, so if you have if you have PHP 5.1.3 7.1.3, then you can easily install Laravel. So before ending this video, I just want to show that how you can change any text of Laravel. I mean, you can change this text and use your own custom text here. So I'm going back to my editor, and then I'm opening this resources folder, and then views, and then welcome blade. So this is the actual file which is showing uh, here. Okay, so going back to the editor, and then look for Laravel. So I just type Control F, which actually lets me typing this finder window, and then type for Laravel, and this is the title, and this is the title you need to next. And so I'm just typing Laravel 5.6 and save it, and then you just reload and you see that it is working. So if you have any questions, so please ask me, and if you want to watch any kind of tutorial on Laravel 5.6, so please comment down below, and I'll try my best to actually provide a tutorial on Laravel 5.6, and I am really excited to make tutorial on Laravel 5.6. So alright, thanks so much for watching these videos, and I'll see you in the next time.